in the building, in the flesh.
Thank you, Tricks. Thank you, Alex, for staying, and thank you, Miami. I don't know how I follow all these musicians. I didn't bring my didgeridoo or a guitar or my didgeridoo tonight. Am I gonna start singing? Next time I'll bring my didgeridoo. I actually have a joke about the didgeridoo and didgeridon'ts, but it's much more fun if I have the didgeridoo with me. I am not Adam Sandler. Sorry to disappoint any of y'all people that came to see Adam Sandler. I know people say I kind of look like Adam Sandler. I got her about to spit her beer out her nose in a minute. She's like, yeah, you look like Adam Sandler. People also say I kind of look like DJ Khaled at times. A couple mix. That's kind of like, have you ever seen DJ Khaled eat on Instagram on his page? That guy can eat. I kind of think I look like maybe Adam Sandler or DJ Khaled ate Adam Sandler more or less, right? That makes a little bit more sense. I am a little bit of a big boy. I have a belly on me. Last time I saw more than just my tip of my penis, Obama was in office. It does still work, but I miss Obama. You miss Obama too, don't you? I miss seeing more than just the tip of my penis. Maybe one day we'll see more than Obama and more than anyway. So, yeah. Last time I looked in one of those full-length mirrors naked, my belly button looked in the mirror too, winked back at me and said, "Hi." So yes, I am not Adam Sandler. My name actually is Jason Wool, W-O-O-L. Wool like a sheep. I realized I have to say that because everybody always thinks my last name is Wolf, W-O-L-F. I'm like, I said wool like a sheep. People, don't y'all know you're fucking farm animals? Wool, sheep. I'm not that. Wolf is gonna dress up like her grandma in her clothes. Do I look like I'm gonna dress up like grandma in her clothes? No. I'm more like that wolf in sheep's clothing that's gonna be like, hey grandma, take those dentures out so maybe I can get some real head. Hey. Come on over here, grandma. Let me bend you over to bed like the gilf that you are. That's the wolf in sheep's clothing right there. So, I'm about to actually turn 50. I'm also celebrating a birthday here in August. Happy birthday, by the way. You're welcome. And I was looking at different places to celebrate my birthday, or if I was going to go away, what I was going to maybe do for my birthday. And I started looking at different venues, and I'm not going to tell you which one at first right now, but I realized there's no age restrictions at this venue, right? So I was like, if I get a bunch of my adult friends, we have a tailgate party in the parking lot, and then we go to Chuck E. Cheese. Could you imagine fucking that all up with a bunch of drunk and fucking old people? And as long as we don't look like pedophiles, right? Chucky, where's my fucking pizza? Give me my pizza, Chucky. Chucky. So I thought it would be something fun to do. But as I'm getting older, I was watching this thing, realizing that they're talking about memory loss and doing different things. And they're talking about if you're right-handed, that if you brush your teeth with your right hand, that you should start, once you're getting a little bit older, to start brushing your teeth with your left hand. That it rewires, helps the synapses, it shows your brain that you can actually still do different motor functions and are trainable. So I was like, that sounds like a good idea. But tomorrow, instead of maybe brushing my teeth with my right hand since I'm left-handed, I thought maybe I'd try something a little different.
Oh, okay.
Try my left hand, right? Why they said nobody said it had to be brushing your teeth. Reprogram my brain. What am I gonna do?
Somehow, somewhere.
Somehow. So living down here in Miami is crazy sometimes. I see all different weird things. One of the things I saw recently is over here on 95, driving down 95, they just changed where it was the ticket clinic. Did you guys see that? It's now the Ineffable Church. Yeah, I-N-E-F-A-B-L-E. Ineffable Church. I'm like, who named this church, and can I put the F in church? Maybe not. Anyway, that's kind of like I was driving over in Hialeah the other day, and I saw the, I'm a gringo, so excuse my pronunciation, the Casa de Maíz, the House of Corn,
yeah.
Right? So I had to look up the menu. I'm like, the House of Corn, what do they have? What do you think they have? Corn. Corn roasted, corn on the cob, corn this way, corn that way. It's literally corn served 27 different ways. I'm like, what difference does it make? People, why don't they just serve it to you in the toilet? It's coming out the same no matter how they serve it to you, right? I know, that was a corny joke.
Ah.
Yeah, I got it though. So, let's see, what else do I have for you guys tonight? Living here in Miami, I also realized something very interesting, that Jesus can go both ways. I know y'all just perked up, you're like, Jesus both ways. No, I'm not talking about gay or straight, it's Miami. I'm not talking about Jesus being trans. I'm talking about the pronunciation, right? It's either Jesus or it's Jesus. And I realize this because if it's all holy, beautiful, died on the cross, robes, literally nailed it, that's Jesus, right? All of a sudden, the guy walks in 3 hours late, smells like weed, wants to get paid under the table, carrying a six-pack of Mandela, ripped jeans. That's Jesus. All of a sudden, you walk in your house, and your grandmother's crying, sitting on the lazy boy, clutching her pearls. She's praying to Jesus, right? But if you walk in your house, Tricks, and all of a sudden, you open up the door and you hear coming from the bedroom, that's when unfortunately you walk in your house and you find out your girlfriend's cheating on you with Jesus, right? If it's all holy and walked on water, that's Jesus, right? If all of a sudden you hear something running around on your roof at 3 a.m. going, where's the weed? And that's Jesus walking on your ass's roof. So I've been living here in Florida also a good long time. I'm originally from Philadelphia. And I consider myself kind of a Floridian because I've been living here so long, because I do something that pretty much only Floridians can do in this part of the country. And every time I tell people, they're like, ugh, really, you do that? And I look at some people when they do things and I'm like, ugh, really, you do that? But I love to eat alligator. I think it's amazing, it tastes wonderful. It's actually a really healthy meat if you eat it. Maybe I eat too much of it, but hey. But I realized I'm never going to be a true Floridian, because I do something that Floridians do compared to eating alligator that I won't do. You know what that is? I won't eat ass. I do love me some alligator. I might have eaten some alligator ass one time, barbecue. That shit was tasty, let me tell you. Let's see, I have a couple other ones here. What else? Oh yeah, the Jehovah's Witnesses. Those people. When I was growing up, I took English way too seriously, right? And I heard about the Jehovah's Witnesses. And I'm like, who are these people? And what did they witness? Like a plane crash, a train crash? Like, were they molested? Did they see something so horrible that they had PTSD? They had to go somewhere once a week and talk to people and get it out. Literally, I didn't know that once a week they would go to church. Oops. That's kind of like, I'm sorry, but the NAACP, I realized it was the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. I thought it was the National Association Against Colored People. Yeah, oh shit. I got me in some trouble, what can I say? That's kind of like the Salvation Army. I was like, who are these people? And do they just get dressed up in robes, march down the street and wear robes, singing hymns, trying to recruit you kind of for like God's army? I was like, and then I found out they're just a fucking thrift store. Imagine my disappointment. That's kind of like a difference between a creamery and a crematorium. When I was a little kid, my mom kept trying to explain to me a creamery is where you go and get ice cream. Crematorium is where they take dead people and so forth and so on. But no matter how many times my mom explained this to me, I couldn't get it out of my head. And I thought, like, I just kept imagining Auschwitz with sprinkles.
Oh my.
You're a dirty crowd, are you? All right, my last one here, because I know Alex wants to go home. You guys know these arches they're building down here in Biscayne Bay? They're way over budget. I don't know if you know they have that concrete. They actually had to design them because they weren't hurricane proof. All sorts of crazy shit. But the bottom line is they're trying to emulate the St. Louis arches, right? Which I think is a kind of cool thing. I mean, if you guys know about the St. Louis arches, it's the gateway to the West, right? So I'm like, if the St. Louis arches are the gateway to the West, I'm like, what the fuck is Miami? I'm scratching my head. What is Miami the gateway to? Cocaineville? Right? So that's when I started doing a little bit more research, and I realized, and I cannot make this up, the architect's real name that designed these things, you know what his name is? Donald McDonald. So Miami is pretty much getting Mick arches, Mick cocaine arches, Donald McDonald arches. So pretty much on that note, all I gotta say is thank you Miami, thank you Tricks, and ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm snorting Miami.
You guys enjoying yourselves?